Morning all, John Jones from the Reddish Rascals here. Just going to do a quick propagation and cutting video. Sorry I'm squinting so much, the sun's directly in my eyes, just so that I don't cast too many shadows on myself. I've bought some rosemary plants from Asda, 3 for £5, which is really good value for well-established plants. But we're going to take a load of cuttings off them today, because eventually I want to try and grow a rosemary hedge on the plot, a bit like the old Elizabethan box hedges that they used to do to surround a flower bed. So that's the plan. The way I'm going to do it is by propagating cuttings from these 3 plants and hopefully get 8, 9, 10, 12, whatever we get from these cuttings, and hope for the best. So I'm going to turn you on to where I'm working and what I've got ready and go through that for you. So guys, as you can see here, I've got my pot mix, which is 50% peat moss, 25% perlite and 25% vermiculite, and I've placed them into these pots loose. We have our lovely specimens of rosemary. We have rooting hormone powder, which is from Asda also, which is quite cheap. I think it was £1.99 for a tub. Nick the gardener was taking cuttings the other day for his potatoes in his single seed potato challenge that he's into, and he'd used the liquid one. And he'd done the schoolboy error, which we've all done in the past. He's used the actual tub with his hormone liquid in, and he's dipped his cuttings straight in and then put them in. And as he's been doing that, he's put the lid back on and forgot about it for a few weeks, gone to use it for his potatoes, and it's infected with bacteria. So whether you use liquid or powder form, if you get a little container like that and put it in, that's great. These are the bases of the yogurt pots. So I use the top bit for my carrots and parsnips, and I use this for whatever I need to use. The plastic bag is here, so when I take the cuttings and strip them all, so I'm going to place them in the bag so you don't lose any moisture. You can just put them in a cup of water if you want, and then just shake off the excess as you're doing it. But I find it's just as good in the plastic bag. So we're going to take our lovely plants here, and we'll take it just above, just below I should say, the node there, for where it's split off, as you can see, where it's split. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove those lower stems. I'm going to keep them for cooking later, and the next 2 up. So this is how we want it to look, about that long. And then straight away, so it doesn't lose any more moisture, into the plastic bag and give it a seal. I'm going to do this with as many as I can. I mostly get 4 out of this plant, maybe 4 out of the others, and then I'll take you through to the next stage. So guys, as you can see, I've taken the cuttings off these. These are turned into nice little small compact plants now. So where I've took the cuttings from, I've left it so that there's another spare. So they should build up in the next few weeks, and I might be able to get more cuttings towards the thing. In my bag, I've got all my cuttings. So take one of our cuttings, as so. Then dip it in the root and hormone powder. Knock off the excess. And then we're just going to use our homemade dibber, make a bit of a hole, and then firm them into the corners. And I'm going to do that for all of them. So, and again, another stripped cutting, hormone powder, homemade dibber, into the corner, and down it goes. Firm it in. I'm going to put 4 in each of these little pots. Hopefully I don't knock any over. So just give a good little thing, knock off the excess, and you can actually just poke it into the ground. Do the same again. Knock off the excess, and then into the corner. Just push it in. Give these a little bit of a watering, and we'll keep them in the greenhouse for a couple of days. Keep them looking after them, and I'll do the same for the rest. But I'm also going to try these little ones that I've pulled off. I don't know if you can see the little side shoots off the stems. I'm going to have a go at potting these and see if these work. I've got these little plant pots that came from Thompson and Morgan. Seen the size of them? When you buy wood plants, that's what they come in. So you get 6. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do the same. I'm just going to fill them up with the same potting mix. We're going to dip them in root and hormone and poke them into the ground, and see if we can get these little ones to germinate, because I'm sure this is how the lavender that I got from Sutton's has been propagated, because they're tiny little plants, which I'll show you in another video. So I'm just going to see if I can get plants growing into them little tiny things. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, hope you found that informative, and you can try and take cuttings whenever you like for softwood. Hardwood ones you take in the winter when things have died back, but soft cuttings like these you can take all year round on most plants, and we'll see how they go, and I'll keep you up to date. Look forward to seeing you again. Goodbye now. So guys, as you can see, I've managed to get out of them, see, 4, 8, 12, 13 of the larger ones, and I've took 18 of the smaller ones to see whether they'll come on, and only time will tell. So hopefully I'll be able to show you the progress in a few months, and how well the hedge comes on from there in the future. Take care, goodbye now. So guys, what I've done as well is the plant pots, again quite pot bound, as you can see. I'll take this off and show you. So as you can see, the roots are quite pot bound. So what I'm doing is I'm teasing the roots out, which is a good thing to do when you've got plants bought from shops, because you don't know how long they've been sitting there. So we'll just give the roots a little tease. If some die or snap, it's not a huge thing, because what we're going to do is, in this pot, I've sprinkled the rest of the root and hormone that was left over, and the same in the 2 on the left hand side there. So basically I've teased them out, and now I'm going to fill the pot with the rest of the cutting mix to give some aeration and water retention for them. Rosemary doesn't need a lot of water, but it does like to have oxygen around its roots, so it can produce more healthier plants, to be honest. So that's that done. They're into now 3-litre tubs, so they can get watered in, and we'll carry on taking cuttings for them in the future. So good job, happy days, see you soon, bye.